Hello, 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 hello. I am so excited that we are here today. My name is Kanjagua. This is Marriage and Bliss. We are here to restore God's order in matters marriage, matters relationship, because there is an order that God had created for marriage and relationships when He was getting it installed in the nature and in part as part of life. Today I want us to start something that is so beautiful, something that I have prayed for, something that I am so excited about. And I am excited about this thing because of the statistics I have seen, the study I have done. I have seen so many things happening. And today I want us to start something that is called tough love. No retreat, no surrender. Because I've realized one thing, that many people are going through issues of life, through things in their marriages, and they are drowning and they don't know who to run to, they don't know who to talk to. Maybe they are established people in their society, they are people that are known. They don't know, how do I even start saying that I have a problem in my marriage? Let us start with something that I read recently. I realized that when I was doing the study, I realized that in Kenya, we have 28,000 couples that get married every year. 28,000 couples. You can imagine how many people that is. That is about 56,000 people that come together on an altar and decide we want to get married. And this is statistics from church, from the state, according to churches that happen in weddings that happen in church. And I was intrigued. I wanted to understand, do these marriages last to the end? When we did the census, I realized, looking at the data that was produced by the KNBS, I believe the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics in Kenya, they said that the number of divorce and separation cases has risen from 12.4% in 2007, and now we are at 24% in Kenya alone. And that information is tricky for me. It is important for us to start talking about it. And now, going deeper into this data, we realized, because I am a data person, I enjoy looking at data, I enjoy looking at numbers, because numbers are what inform the decisions that we make. Numbers are what has informed even us starting tough love today. And this is what the numbers are telling me. The numbers are telling me that because of the 28,000 people that go to church and do church weddings, and 24% of them divorcing, that tells me that 80 to 85% of the divorce cases that are in the law courts are cases that people wedded in church. And as I was looking at these numbers, I realized we cannot continue the same way. We cannot continue silent. We cannot be as if nothing is happening. We need to start this conversation. We need to know what is really happening in the marriage institution, and how can we bring back order in this marriage institution. And that is why we came up with tough love as Marriage and Bliss. Tough love is where you are loving somebody that is unlovable. We know that there are different phases in every marriage. The marriage starts with romance. I've done that in the book Enrich, but today we are not talking about Enrich. Marriage starts with romance, where you are excited, you love your partner, you enjoy their time, you enjoy having time with them. You hide some things so that you give them the best. And then after you leave that phase, you come to the settling phase. The settling phase is where now you don't hide so much. You are real with yourself, that if I talk the way I talk, if I talk while I am eating, I become real with myself. That I am willing to just say the truth and just be real with my wife. I am willing to become me with her, that I don't have to hide anything from her so that she accepts me. She has already accepted me the way I am. Now, when you finish on settling, and there now you are not hiding anything, there is nothing that you have put aside. Now we move to the real deal, which is a power struggle. And the power struggle is where everyone wants to be heard, everyone wants to be felt, everyone wants to say something that is in them. And that is when you find a husband fighting for the remote with the wife, and a wife that wants to command the husband to wash the utensils. It is where we struggle with the major things that sometimes are even minor, but we try to bring out something that is not even there. And that is where now we most of the marriages get into and they break out. That is where most of the marriages get into, and there is divorce, there is separation. It was very painful listening to a couple that sat down and discussed how they are separating after only 6 months of their relationship. And it was not easy for them. It was that they sat down, they realized we are not compatible with one another. I watched a video the other day and I realized now the agenda is not on LGBTQ anymore, because people have realized the voice has already come out and everyone is talking about it. Now the agenda is on making separation and divorce a norm. It becomes normal that you can talk about separation, you can talk about divorce, and it is nothing big. And I realized there is a couple in the US that did a whole 30-minute video explaining why they are separating after only 6 years of their marriage. And this was the reason that they gave. I am busy, I have so much I can do, and I don't have time for my wife. And the wife says, I am a girl, I need someone to take care of me, I need someone that will talk to me, someone that will share with me, and this man is not available, and I want to move on with my life. That is where we are. The state of the nation, the state of marriages is at risk. And if we don't have this conversation, if we don't start this, if we don't talk about it, then we are going to lose marriages. People are living in marriages that are not even bringing satisfaction to them, and most of the marriages are breaking there at the place where we are having the power struggles. We are having power struggles amongst ourselves. But one thing that we have not known is that the phase that comes immediately after power struggle is restoration. That is where we need to get to. That should be our aim. And remember, this is not just a cycle that you come to an end of. It is a cycle that happens again and again. Today you're struggling with one thing, you conquer it. Tomorrow you're struggling with another one. But the story is always that you will always conquer. So the reason why we are starting Tough Love is going to be a whole program that you're going to be talking about. How do we restore the love that is in our marriages? How do we restore the love that we used to have in our marriages? There are people that have been calling and asking, so I feel like I want to leave. I feel like the love is out. I feel like I don't have strength to fight again. I feel like I don't have energy to even go for this thing again. So how do I rebuild it from scratch again? And I'm here because God has put this burden in me that we are going to fight for marriages until we see marriages stand. The theme of this is that we are leaving no soldier behind, no retreat, no surrender. There is no way that you're going to get out of your marriage, not unless it is because of infidelity that has been given by scripture, and or because of abuse. But for these other reasons that we can hold on to, that we can push to, that we can push through and say that at least we have saved another marriage. I believe that even as we go through this, don't forget that we are going towards restoring God's order in matters marriage and relationships. I am sure that you're going to share this with as many people as possible. Share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your family. Let us bring together people so that we have this conversation. We will have sessions where we're going to be talking about the different things that are ailing our marriages. We will have sessions where we're going to talk about how do we bring back the love. We will have sessions where we're going to ask questions and we're going to have people that are going to be answering us. I will also be here so that we answer these questions and bring a sane answer into our generation. Our generation cannot continue in the same way. We cannot make separation and divorce a norm. We cannot remain where we are talking about this thing as if it is something that is normal. It is something that we can continue with. We cannot continue with that conversation. So see you in every week as we are concerned, as we are taking through. I have a whole manual here that we will be going through. I have information, I have data, I have already done a lot of research, and I believe that God will continue to increase wisdom and understanding and knowledge in our lives. Let me just read a scripture where that will be the anchor that we're going to be using. This is in Proverbs 24 and verse number 3 and 4. Proverbs 24 and verse number 3 and 4. This is what it says: by wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasure. The knowledge you're going to be getting here is going to fill the rooms of our families, the rooms of our marriages, the rooms of our lives with treasures that cannot be amounted, treasures that are beautiful, treasures that we will be proud of. I believe that by the end of all these programs that we will have, the online sessions, the meeting sessions, the one-on-one sessions, when we finish all this, I believe that your marriage can never remain the same. Don't forget, tough love, no retreat, no surrender. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with as many people as possible. God bless you. See you next time.